Hey, today we're going to scour Reddit Gets Drawn and attempt to draw caricatures of some of the peeps. Hey guys, Haddy the creator here, creating something new to share with you. I am an artist in the Salt Lake, Utah area, and today we're going to jump onto Reddit and find a few people that have bravely put their pictures out there. So this subreddit is just an area to try to procure a few free drawings of yourselves. It seems crazy, but some of them get a lot of attention and a lot of free artwork. Some people take a more realistic approach, some people do a little simplified approach, and some people go crazy. So my approach is to kind of have fun with it and to try to do some caricature style drawings of these people. Hopefully they have a good attitude about it. I'm not trying to make fun of them completely, but I'm trying to have fun with them. I mean, we can have fun together, right? So admittedly, I myself am not great at drawing up people, and especially not at caricatures, but it is something I want to improve and get better on. And there's no way to get better than through doing. So stop saying I'm bad at drawing X, Y, or Z and just start drawing X, Y, and Z until you can't say that anymore. So today's gonna be some practice for me, and it might be just full of bad art. But that's okay, because AJ is gonna save the day. AJ from Toonheads, who joined me on this video right here where he drew a character of me, he agreed to jump in and draw one of these people up as well to show me how it's done after I fail. After I make my feeble attempts at caricature artistry. So that's enough yapping, I think, right? You guys done listening to me yap? Let's jump over to Photoshop and start drawing some people. My first victim is Spineapples. I found this picture and she's just a cute little girl, and I thought this would be a fun one to draw up, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and sketch it out. I thought I could have some fun with the glasses and make them bigger and exaggerate a few different characteristics. She looks like she has a nose piercing or two. I thought I could do this justice. I already feel bad for this girl. I'm so bad at drawing girls. I'm sorry, Spineapples. Well, I'm happy with the sketch, as happy as I can be. I tried to exaggerate the chin, but I feel like, you know, instead of making it a caricature, it just makes it look more masculine, and I just don't know how to keep it feminine and cute, because she is a cute girl, and I feel like I'm ruining that, and I feel bad. But I'm doing line art now and doing my best to keep her with somewhat of a likeness, but I just feel like I'm going so far off track on this one. I think she's really pretty. She's a really pretty girl. She kind of reminds me of the girl from Divergent. What's that actress's name? The one that was in that shipwreck movie where she's out to sea, stranded. She looks like she could be her little sister, I think. I do realize her eyes are a little bit lopsided. She looks a little cross-eyed. I fix that right here. And she's looking pretty good. I'm going to do some things to kind of make it more exaggerated, because I feel like, you know, it's just not on track. It's not looking like a caricature. She does kind of have a bigger forehead, or from where her eyes are up to the top of her head. It's a bigger area than from her eyes down. So I'm going to exaggerate that a bit. I'm going to make her eyes a little bit bigger, and hopefully she looks a little bit more like cartoony and less like I'm trying to draw her portrait really badly, like Napoleon Dynamite drew it or something like that. And I'm just going to do my best and just finish this out. I feel like if I were to redraw it, I would start completely fresh and do something completely different with it. Oh man, this is looking bad. I'm so sorry, Spineapples. Don't hate me. At this point, I'm just doing a few little final touches. I'm gonna leave it sketchy like this and cut my losses and move on. And here it is, all colored up. This is the final version that I ended up with of poor Spineapples. And here is AJ's version. I don't have the video of him drawing it, but just the final. It's a lot cuter than mine. Well, I think that's about as good as this one's gonna get. On to the next one. Sorry, Spineapples, for the third time. Next up is Teddy Aloe. I picked him because he has this epic mustache, and he looks so happy. He looks like a chill dude, and he looks like he'd have a good sense of humor, so I'm gonna do my best to draw him as a caricature. This guy is a lot of fun. I'm having some fun with him, tilting his head back. He almost looks like he could be like the ringleader of a circus, the ringmaster. He's got a really cool mustache. I'm gonna extend that past his face a little bit for the emphasis, the caricature style. And yeah, he's looking pretty fun. I think he has some likeness to him. I should have maybe made his eyes more wide apart, because his eyes are a little bit wider apart, and I almost put them closer together. I don't know, I'm still learning the ropes on this caricature stuff. It's tricky to get the likeness and to have fun with it and to stylize it. Well, I'm done with the sketch on this guy, so I'm going to jump in and do some line art and draw him out and hope he turns out okay. Now, to my defense, I decided to time myself on each of these and just give myself 20 minutes max to finish them all up, and that's just line art. So then I go in and spend another 5 minutes or so coloring them, but I did not record the coloring process on these, and I used a different program than I normally use, so it's a little bit messy, but it's all in fun and it's just for practice anyways. I didn't want to get caught up and spend like an hour or so drawing each one of these. I mean, the point of these is just to give myself some more practice and to kind of dip into the caricature style and the caricature world, and I think that that can be done in the sketching phase, and if I polish it up really nicely and make it look really cool, but the design is garbage, then it's just going to be kind of a waste of time, I feel like. So I'm just going to stick with this format, and here is this guy all final and colored. I think he turned out fun, and I think that this one does have a lot more likeness than poor, what was her name? Pineapple? Something Pineapple. And here's what it looks like when a professional does it. Much better. So we're on to number 3. AJ actually chose this one. I gave him the link to Reddit Gets Drawn and had him go through, and he picked this guy because he looked like a fun one that he wanted to draw. I am doing my best with him. His shirt is a little bit sketch, kind of a hentai vibe to it, so I'm going to write I love hentai on his t-shirt. Don't go looking that up, kids. It's not good. So this guy has a really long nose, long face, kind of drawn out. So I'm going to try to exaggerate that as much as I can, make his nose really long, almost like a horse-like face. But I'm going to do my best to draw this guy. He's got a big old mop hair coming out of his hat. Almost has a bit of a young Keanu Reeves vibe to him, at least my drawing does. He's got big old bushy eyebrows. His eyes kind of look like he's trying to look menacing, or he is menacing. Maybe he's mad. Maybe he's just trying to look sexy. Who knows what it is. But he seems like he's a chill guy, trying to take himself some nice pictures for his profile page. Get them Weibo chicks to come check him out, maybe. At least I can make myself laugh, right? Well, now I'm doing line art and jumping in and trying to clean this guy up a bit from the sketch and keep things a little bit clean and just polish him up a little bit. Hopefully he turns out okay. I think he's on a good track. I think I have a lot more fun doing caricatures on boys than girls. I feel like with girls, you kind of have to cutify them a little bit and make them, I don't know, just keep some of the femininity in them and keep them cute, because girls are sensitive and because girls are cute. I don't know, you just can't do the same thing with them. And I hope this doesn't sound sexist. I'm not trying to sound like no chauvinist or nothing. I'm no chauvinist. I believe in equal rights and all that stuff, and I was raised to be kind of a gentleman, to hold the door open for ladies and stuff. I mean, I'm not a pig. I'm a good guy. I just don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just not something I have been into in my art career. But enough rambling. Here is the final, all colored up, and he turned out pretty good, I think. I'm pretty happy with him overall. Alright, so that's 3 down. I think I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to turn the time over to AJ and show off his skills, because he's just the caricature master. I'm just a wannabe. Get out of here, fly. I'm just a poser. He does dozens of these a day sometimes, and he's just so skillful at it. Now, if you have any interest at all in learning how to draw caricatures, I highly recommend checking out AJ's channel, Toonheads. I will link to it in the description down below. He's just very proficient at it, and it's just so awesome and kind of mesmerizing to see how he pulls shapes from different people's faces. He gives a lot of really good pointers and tips, and the video he did on my channel, redrawing me as a caricature, I'll link to that with a card up above, as well as put it down in the description below. But he talks about shapes and the head shape and how to exaggerate things and fluid lines and how they all complement one another to make a really good caricature. I really like how this nose is just one big fluid swooping line, and it works really well. I can see I was kind of on the right track with my nose. I did a little bit long nose, but his is just like 4 times the length of mine. It's just really interesting how character artists work and how they translate the face into a caricature. There's a lot that goes into it, and it's a lot of practice, and it's a lot of skills to learn and time invested into the craft. I mean, if character art was wizardry, AJ would be Harry Potter by now. A little bit of a corny joke, but hey, I'm a dad. I can tell dad jokes, right? But yeah, this is really coming along really nicely, and he's going to go ahead and color it as well, and I just like watching how he colors. He's really good and has really clean style. It's really crisp. It almost looks vector, but it's not quite vector. He does some blending and things in here. It's just really, really cool, and I think he does an awesome job with his digital caricatures. Now he's just doing his final touches, drawing up a few cute little anime girls on his shirt, and he is finished. So I'll display both of ours side by side so you can see just how awesome his is compared to mine. I mean, I'm picking up a thing here and there, learning a thing or two, but his is just really cool. Okay, so it's been a few weeks since I have uploaded these. I thought it would be fun to go and see the people's reactions to their drawings. So first off, let's go see the girl we drew. Here, I don't have some very good reactions. Looks like my girls look like drag queens. That's unfortunate. And I'm sure it's not her fault. She is a pretty girl. It is 100% me over on Reddit. She actually deleted the post. So I guess she was not happy with how it turned out. And I am sorry again. I feel horrible. Now let's check out Epic Mustache. Over on Imager, there are no comments. And over on Reddit, he actually responded to me, which is cool. He says, "Holy smokes, I love this. You absolutely nailed it. Subscribing to your YouTube channel to check out all of your other creations." Very cool. I responded to him and he responded again that he was psyched to see the video that I was making off of his mug and stuff. So that is awesome. He had a good attitude and he liked the drawing. And lastly, Mr. Weibo on Imager, again, there are no comments, but then over on Reddit, he responded to me as well and he says, "Ha ha 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 ha. I love it. That's hilarious. Thank you so much." So I am 2 out of 3. That's pretty good. And I feel bad for little Missy, but what can you do? Hey guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and thank you AJ for jumping in and showing me how this is done, so at least this video could contain some decent artwork in it. Or not decent, but good. I mean, that was excellent. You're awesome at that. It's very obvious that you do it for a living and I do it for a hobby. I'd love to get to the point where artwork is my full-time gig, but unfortunately right now it's just not. But I do feel like I've already improved quite a bit since starting this channel, since its inception, and I feel like I'm on the level that I used to be at when I did this more proficiently and more passionately. It's kind of sad and unfortunate that I had to put it on the shelf to collect dust for so long, but I'm sick of doing that because inside I know that this is who I am.
Somewhere deep down in my heart,
this is what I love. This is where my fire's at. And I'm an artist, dadgummit. And I'm going to be a little bit transparent with you right now and a little honest. I'm not looking for sympathy or anything. But since this channel's inception, I've made a whopping 30 bucks. I've spent way more than that on supplies for videos, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not really doing this for money, but if I could make money doing this, that would be awesome. So if you're a subscriber and you see value in my videos and you want to support me, I have started a Patreon account. I know I'm jumping on the bandwagon with so many other creators, and I know it can be draining. I mean, everybody's asking for money these days, but if you are genuinely entertained by my videos and you like them and you want more of them, if I saw some money coming in from all of the effort and the hours I put into it, that would make me feel a lot better about investing so much time into it. Again, I'm not threatening to quit or anything, and if you genuinely are tight on money, please don't consider it. I don't want your money if you don't have some extra disposable income that you have and are able to give. So I'll link to my Patreon down below, and I am still pretty new at Patreon, trying to figure out the different levels and things, and I do want to come up with some fun and exclusive type items that I can offer to people that are willing to support me on Patreon. Again, thank you so much for being here. Please don't think I'm a sellout for even asking. Even just watching my videos is so awesome of you, and subscribing to this channel is amazing, and I really appreciate every single one of you. Even if you only watch one video a month or less than that, I still appreciate you. Thank you so much. I try to sound genuine because I really am genuine with these. I'm not just throwing out thank yous willy-nilly. This really is what I want to be doing, and I know inside that this is what I am the most passionate about. I mean, I love being a dad and all that too. That's pretty awesome. And that ain't gonna change. So remember, you two are a creator. Keep on creating. Keep on pushing through. I think that's advice for me more than for you, because it's hard sometimes, and you know, sometimes you gotta push yourself. This has been Haddy the Creator, and I will catch you on the next video. Take care, guys. I don't think I did any accents in this video. That's a first. Take care, guys. I love you. I love you so much.